What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be the Steve Wilkos show. Javon is back. All right. Y'all already know how I do. It's going to be a link to the original video down in the description. If you don't want to hear me talking, go to the original video. All right. Because I'm going to be doing a little bit of talking. Just a little warning. Make sure before I get into it, y'all already know, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. All right. My next goal is 10,000 subscribers by June. All right, it's by June. It's a crazy goal. I know it's a crazy goal, but everybody got to have goals, and that's my goal. One of my favorite quotes is shoot for the stars, and you might land on a cloud. Okay? So that means that if I don't get 10,000 subscribers, if I get 9,000, I'm not going to cry about it. If I get 8,000, I'm not going to cry about it because shooting for that goal got me a lot closer to that goal than not having that goal because it was unrealistic. All right? Make y'all goals unrealistic. And the only way I'm going to get to my goal is if you hit the like and the subscribe button. Give me the HBO special. You know what the HBO special is? That's to help a brother out. All right, so go and help a brother out. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Now I'm done with all that. Let's get right into the video. Javon is back, the Steve Wilkos show.
Ever had involved a young couple and their heartbreaking double DNA disaster. Javon and Taylor's emotional story captured the hearts of millions. Take a look at a clip. Javon, you came here because you both had questions whether this little boy is your biological son. The results are, Javon, you are not the father.
Stay strong. You already know. Y'all understand that? And let no one take y'all from what y'all have going on.
Only, like I was telling Javon, this is different than when we do a DNA test with adults. Because adults, sometimes they are committed in a relationship, and it doesn't make a difference. And in this case, it is a little different because the age of your son. Now we're going to talk about this 2-month-old little baby boy. And the results of this DNA test, Javon, is that you are not the father of Taylor's 2-month-old son.
Oh my gosh, bro. I don't understand why these actions need to be looked at and disciplined just as much as any other action. That's completely in disregard of another human being. Okay? This young man went out. I mean, he's been sleeping around. He's at the age where they do that, okay? Got a girl pregnant and stepped up to the plate, which is the most important part. This is not the first time. This is the second time. If they said before he'd been on the show and already one kid wasn't his. So now they're back on the show with another kid. Turns out that kid ain't his. All right? This young man stepped up to the plate and he found out that both the kids, she ain't learned her lesson. She ain't learned her lesson, and she should be financially responsible for back paying him all the money he's put into that child. This is why I am all for mandatory DNA tests. Okay, it should be mandatory for a man to know if a child is his. That should just be fair. Everybody should agree on that because all too often you get men that are raising children that aren't theirs, building somebody else's legacy. All right, carrying somebody else's legacy. And the other person is whoever the deadbeat father is that just left his kids. And sometimes it's not even that man's fault. Sometimes the woman's 100% responsible because she knows he might be the dad, but she ain't tell him because she want to be with the nice guy now. Because that's what tends to happen after you have kids with the other folks. You want to come down to the nice guys. All right? And this just happens all too much. Let's continue the video because I can go on a whole rant about this. Let's just continue.
It's hard. This is why we came to get closure. We got the closure. Y'all either got to move, y'all got to push forward.
Nothing changes for you?
I'm going to be the grandmother regardless. listen. If you love these babies, you're gonna stay the same. You're not gonna change. Do you understand that? You're gonna be a man and you're gonna do what you've been doing. That's that. Okay? There's no need to fold. You've been in their life since day one. Come on.
And this is all, come on, man. How many times do we see this? Why is it, this is his mother talking to him now. She's telling him that being a man, this is the problem. Single motherhood and trying to teach a boy how to do man things. This is where your father is supposed to be there to step in and be the voice of reason, not the voice of emotion, and say, no, that's not my son's children. He's not going to take care of somebody else's children. You've been cheating on my son. You go find out who then, who you been with. That's what you need to do. But instead, you get this single motherhood, the empathetic side, the emotional side, saying, oh, yeah, you going to stay in this woman's life and be a man because that's what it is to be a man, taking care of somebody else's kid as a child yourself. He's only a teenager. He's a kid. How's he going to take care of two kids that he just found out that aren't his? The only person in this situation should be the girl who had those kids. The mother of those kids. She should be the one everybody talking to. He has the right to be completely outraged about this situation, and they're telling him he does not have that right. And this is what happened when women try to teach boys how to be men. You need masculine energy in your household. Let's continue.
It's hard. You're going to go through this. But what did you tell me? I understand, Javon. I understand.
Everyone was heartbroken after Javon found out that he was not the father of Taylor's two children. And his story went viral with over 10 million views. Now he and his mother, Vandalina, are back to give us an update.
Now we find out what he actually did. And hopefully that was all for TV, telling him to stay around and take care of two other kids. Hopefully once the emotion died down, they realized, oh, that's a financial burden that we can't afford. Let her go find out who her two baby daddies are. All right, let's go.
You're a very popular guy. People watch that show, and I don't know if we've ever had a story with more attention given to it than yours. So you were on, and you were pretty devastated. How hard was it for you since you've been on the show?
Well, Steve, it was pretty hard. It was hard to get myself back to where I was before, and the help of my mom, my family and stuff. They helped me with a job, and I'm going to school as usual every day, waking up 6 o'clock. But it's been mainly it's been frustrating me. I'm just not used to it. It's different.
You went from being a father of two children to being a 17-year-old teenager with no kids.
Right.
Which I say, and I still say, you dodged a big bullet.
That was, okay, that's the end of the video. Facts, though. That's a situation you didn't want to be in anyway, young man. And I'm happy eventually y'all came to y'all senses and decided that y'all wasn't going to be a part of that situation. But all too often are we told as men that if you raise a child to 10 years old, you find out he ain't your child, that you got to stick around for the well-being of the child. Why do I have to stick around for the well-being of the child? It's not my responsibility. It was the responsibility of the mother that wanted to sleep around all day. She's the one to blame for this, not me if I leave. She is to blame for this, not me. All too often do we hear that. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you still sticking around, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because it's about to be the end of the video. All right, y'all. Till next time.